The inspiration of Bukayo Saka will be unavailable to Arsenal for quite some time as the Premier League title race hits its halfway point, but there remains the reassurance that the back door is locked for now, and games can be won by the slenderest margins if necessary. This was the fourth successive clean sheet at the Emirates in the Premier League, and Arsenal have not conceded at home in the competition since Mohamed Salah's 81st minute equaliser for Liverpool on October 27th. This was the first game that Arsenal have started without Saka, and there will be many more to come. Afterwards, Mikel Arteta would say that the star of his team could miss as much as 2 months following surgery on the hamstring injury that he sustained 6 days earlier. Without Saka, it was a first-half goal from the team's top goal scorer this season, Kai Havertz, his 12th so far, which was enough to win it. There are many more sides to pull apart in the weeks to come, although it will be a lot easier with the kind of defensive stability that Arteta's players demonstrated last night. The 7th shutout of the season means that Arsenal are up to second in the Premier League, not as close to Liverpool as they might wish to be, but certainly the best of the rest. It has been a strange first half of the season that concludes against Brentford on Wednesday, and at times it looked like it might be Arsenal who would be the title challengers who fell away. Yet that has become unexpectedly, remarkably, Manchester City, whose form has dropped off a cliff. Since the end of October, Arsenal have lost 2 games in all competitions. City have lost 9. The fate of the title is in the hands of Liverpool, Arteta said later, who could be 9 points clear if they win that postponed Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. But he added that there was still a role for Arsenal to play. "We have to be like a hammer," he said of his own players, and the pressure he expected them to maintain on the league leaders. Yet there was no doubt that the Saka absence makes this a very good Christmas for Liverpool. Arsenal are a different team without him. On this occasion, Arteta selected Havertz and Martin Odegaard behind Gabriel Jesus, his hot streak striker. What came next was a long, hard evening against an opponent who came to play without the ball, seize what they could on the counter-attack and try to stay within the game until the end. In that respect, Ipswich Town was successful, and Arsenal never found the second goal that would have made it easy. Instead, they hung on to the end in front of an anxious home crowd. There was a strength to that, too. Kieran McKenna's Ipswich side did not have a shot worthy of the name, even though they tried to find another gear in the later part of the game to challenge Arsenal. From McKenna's team, there was just not enough of a threat. In the second half, his wingbacks Ben Johnson and Leif Davis pushed higher, and there were a few more moments when they broke the Arsenal lines in midfield. They certainly played well enough to ensure that they did not crumble under the pressure that Arsenal can generate. Declan Rice said that the Ipswich strategy had become a familiar story at the Emirates. "I think it has been a constant thing for us, dominating games, but teams have been coming here with a low block," he told Amazon Prime. "It is tough to break down a 5-4-1 formation. Second half, I feel we could have had 1 or 2 more. Luckily enough, in the end it was an important win." Ipswich had worked hard on combating the set pieces from which Arteta's side have profited so regularly this season. When defending corners, the lone striker in a blue shirt, Ipswich's Liam Delap, threw his arms around Gabriel Magalhaes, stepped on his toes and walked a very fine line in trying to block the runs of the Arsenal centre-half. Although in the end, the home side found a way through. That would have been a blow for McKenna, who would have anticipated the many ways in which Arsenal might have scored, although of all of them this one was among the more preventable. First, a cross from Gabriel Martinelli on the right, recycled by Leandro Trossard on the left, who just got a step ahead of Johnson. His cross was not impossible to reach for the defenders in the box. Legs were jabbed in the direction of the ball. Luke Wolfenden and Jacob Greaves both almost got there, but it fell very gently for Havertz in the centre to direct it home.